All right, Don, welcome back to the game. After you pulled that stunt last time, sticking me with people I didn't like, I figured it was time to return the favor. Say hello to our new crew, Hillary Clinton and Nikki Haley. Thought you'd appreciate the variety. I'm sure you're excited to see them.
Oh, Joe, you think this is gonna throw me off? Let me tell you something. You just invited 3 of the biggest losers to play with me, a total loser squad. You seriously needed backup, didn't you? These 2 ladies are going to prop you up like you're a corpse, but I'm not going to idly watch. I'm going to kick all 3 of your asses. I did it once already. I can do it again with my hands tied behind my back.
Oh, please, Donald. If I'm a loser, what does that make the guy who lost the popular vote twice? Frankly, you're a fraud. You're going to make this nation go bankrupt like all of your companies. Talk about the art of the steal, if you get what I mean.
And if we're all losers, why'd you even bother showing up? Can't resist the spotlight, huh?
The spotlight loves me, Nikki. It's like a moth to a flame. You wouldn't understand. You're more of a flickering candle kind of person. You lose in everything you do, but if you love losing so much, I won't stop you.
Keep it up, Don. Your smack talk isn't going to save you when I wipe the floor with you in this game. Hillary and Nikki are on board to keep you in check, and don't even think about inviting any of your goons. If you do, I'll start sleeping again, and the game will go bust. No one will win. It's your cue.
Oh, I'm terrified, Brandon. What are you gonna do? Team up with Crooked Hillary and Nikki Nimorata to try and take me down? Spoiler alert, it won't work. I always win. Mario Party? I'll make it Trump Party by the time we're done. It'll be patented around New York City. Maybe it'll convince Kamala to stay the fuck out.
Oh, Donald. You can keep yapping about yourself and your magnificent New York City. You don't live there anymore. Back in 2016, I egged your towers every night. It was yet another middle finger in your face. I think you need a lot more of those, to be fair.
Well, I hope you appreciated the major W I just took in this minigame. Did you see that? I should have locked you up like we did to those Goombas, but in your case, I'd keep you there and let Bowser have his way with you. Remember Monica Lewinsky? I think Bill would have her to keep him company while you're gone, Miss Benghazi.
Donald, if you're good at anything, it's how good you're at exaggerating the most abysmal situations. We tied, Donald. I've been training for the past year on how I can kick your vice president's butt. It'll be very entertaining. The Apprentice will have 0 viewers compared to my roaring victory.
Yeah, you're a lot of talk, but no action. If you want to see something marvelous, watch this. This is only the beginning of my roaring victory. Unlike your big talk, this won't be a dog pile of fake fucking news. And it all starts with my good friend, Donkey Kong.
Don't tell me this shit is actually real. Who would give a free star to this clown? He's going to end up eating it up for dinner.
Yeah, well, guess what? It's real and legit. Listen, Joe, you might as well put up the gloves now. Turn off the TV, hop in the back of my garbage truck. You know what? I won't even bring you to the plant. I'll drop you off on the side of the road in fucking Florida or some shit. If an alligator doesn't kill you, maybe Ron DeSantis will. Well, if he's done being a little traitor pussy. I pretend to like him, though, unlike Nimorata Nikki Haley over here.
Hey, Donald, instead of locking me up inside of your head, I get it, I live rent-free in your head, but it's not the best place to live. You should think about paying attention to the game. You're in for a big surprise, Donald.
Hey, Donald, you should forget the whole becoming president thing. I kicked your ass in the election. You threw a temper tantrum about it, and I get it, you beat my dumbass vice president in the election. But for today and today only, you need to realize that you fucking suck at this game. Womp, womp.
I find it very interesting that you want me, out of all people, to forget I'm about to become president. Joe, with the press of a button, I could end the whole world as we know it. I could sign an executive order banning chocolate chip ice cream in the country. And guess what? You'd break the law anyway. Your dementia would get in the way. You obviously didn't take your pills today, or your TDS would take the wheel. Trust me, I'd personally resign the presidency to become your executioner. It'd be the greatest achievement in the history of the world.
Don't worry, Joe. It's either this or he'll call the game rigged until it goes into his favor again. He uses the same rule book in every game he plays. I played chess with him one time, and he said he lost because my disgusting face distracted him. It could always be worse, Joe.
Hey, Nikki, what was that stupid move? You buy a flutter orb when you don't even have enough money for the goddamn star. Yeah, it's official. I wouldn't even trust you to run a lemonade stand with my 3-year-old grandson. Pick up a book and do something with your life.
Oh, yeah? At least I know how to work out. Did you not see that minigame? Joe fucking Biden lasted longer than you did, and he sleeps for 16 hours a day. Donald, do you need someone to talk to? Is everything okay on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
If I were to talk to anyone, it wouldn't be people like you. My presence is like you're in the presence of the King of England or Princess Diana. God, I miss that beautiful woman. She was one of a kind. We had a fling back in the day. She can deny it all she wants, but I know what happened.
Nice job, Donald. You just crushed that barrel into splinters and got nothing out of it. Kind of like your business ventures. Does Trump University ring a bell? Yeah, even if you gave me a scholarship to go there, I would give it away to my husband, Bill. Or you know what, maybe Monica would be interested. It'll get her out of my hair and my husband's dick out of her.
Excuse me, Crooked Hillary. That's wrong. Very, very wrong. That barrel was rigged. Everyone saw it. The bananas just didn't want to cooperate because they were probably imported from a loser country. What's a country in Africa? I'm kind of rusty to this whole foreign policy thing.
Oh, please, Donald. Donkey Kong handed you a pity star. Even Joe got one. So let's not pretend it's because you're special.
Come on, Donnie, even I didn't mess up that bad. Looks like you went full-on Donkey Kong mode and forgot you were supposed to break the barrel, not obliterate it. Lose a few pounds and try again later.
You know what? I'm fine with it because guess what? Donkey Kong gave me a star anyway. He knows a winner when he sees one. Unlike Nimarata. And while you were going on and on, I just took another star. Keep yapping about my so-called pity star. Even without it, I'd be winning by a mile.
Yeah, screw this. I'm cutting the video until something interesting appears.
You know, I used to have this fancy camera some YouTuber gave me. Said it was perfect for capturing life's little moments. Problem is, I kind of forgot how to use it, so Kamala handled all the photos for the Vine account or whatever it is.
Oh, big surprise, Joe. Can't even handle a camera. Let me tell you something. Any photo of me is already a masterpiece. Seriously, a picture of me, even more than the Mona Lisa. People would line up for miles to see it. You wouldn't believe it. And it's YouTube, Joe. Vine's even deader than you.
Right, Don, because the Louvre is just dying to replace the Mona Lisa with your portrait. You're so egotistical, Donald. For me, it's not about value, it's about memories. My favorite photos are family pictures, the ones that remind me of the people I love and the moments we've shared.
Family photos, huh? I had to stop taking those. Every time I tried, Bill managed to drag Monica Lewinsky into the frame, completely ruined the vibe. And Chelsea? Well, let's just say there's a restraining order in place against Monica, so those moments are a no-go too if she's tagging along.
Hillary, that's quite the story. Makes forgetting how to use my camera seem pretty mild.
Oh, Hillary, here we go. Blame Bill for everything, right? You know, Monica probably takes better pictures than anyone on your team. Maybe Chelsea would still join the photo ops if you weren't always dragging skeletons out of the closet. And Joe, you don't know how to use a camera. Be realistic.
All right, can we just focus on the game? This is supposed to be about fun, not reliving scandals.
Hey, I'm just saying, no scandals here. My photos are perfect, just like everything else I do. Finally, a game that's right up my alley. Let me tell you, folks, I've played golf with the best. Legends, really. They've all said, Donald, you're the greatest golfer we've ever seen. So prepare to lose, losers. I leave those 20 years younger than me eating my dust.
Well, we all know you got plenty of practice during your first term. Must have spent more time on the golf course than in the Oval Office. Who knew governing was such a swing and a miss for you?
Oh, don't even start, Hillary. My golf game brought deals, okay? International deals, tremendous deals. Meanwhile, you're still working on your short game. Like winning an election.
Joe, you there? Oh, great, he's out cold. Every time it's nighttime in these games, he just automatically shuts down. It's like his brain is programmed to associate night with sleep.
Unbelievable. He's not even playing now? This is the kind of leadership we've got, folks. He can't even stay awake for a game. What's next, Kamala? You gonna start playing for him too?
Actually, yes. Someone's got to pick up the slack. And let's be honest, Don, your constant bragging is enough to put anyone to sleep.
This is rigged. Totally rigged. I'm playing against a substitute. It's like debating Joe in the election. Oh, it's Kamala this time. How is this fair?
Don't worry, Donald. I'll make sure I play just well enough to beat you. You can rage all you want, but I've got this.
This is a disgrace. The greatest golfer in history forced to play against a stand-in. It's a total witch hunt on the green. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Kamala, what did I say about bringing disasters into this game? First, you hijacked Sleepy Joe's turn, and now you land on Bowser. You're ruining everything.
Oh, relax, Don. It's just a game. Besides, Bowser probably respects a strong woman like me. I'm sure he'll go easy on us.
Looks like your tremendous golf skills won't save you here, Don. Bowser doesn't care about your endorsements. I mean, most of them are washed up old celebrities. We got Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, and Beyonce. I'm sure you have to get sick of Kid Rock at some point.
Bowser is a disgrace, a total fraud. He's stealing coins from hardworking players like me and giving them to freeloaders like Kamala. This is socialism in action, folks. At least he took down Hillary. She was going to give all that money to Saudi Arabia. I'd rather have it in Bowser's hands.
You know, Don, Bowser does have a habit of taking from the rich and giving to others. Maybe he's a better representation of the people than you think. Finish! But don't be stupid. In this game, he keeps it all to himself. So I'll give it to you this time. At least I have the heart, to be honest.
Are you kidding me? All my coins? Just me? This game is a scam. And you know what, Kamala? I've almost had it with this whole charade.
You know, Hillary, for someone who loves to throw shade, you really shouldn't have picked on me for that Kid Rock thing.
Oh, please, Don, are you still hung up on that? You literally had Kid Rock advising you on North Korea. It was a national embarrassment. Even if I lose this game, it won't change anything. If he sings one of his songs in that country, he'll be locked in a prison camp. It'll actually be the first step
Stop
to
fucking
better
hitting me.
relations with the country, if anything. I'd really appreciate if they do that shit.
Why am I paired with you then? This is rigged. I should be with someone on my level, a winner, not some electoral failures. I wish I could reject you all like America did, to every single one of you.
Oh, get over yourself, Don. Just hit the rock so we can win. You always make things so complicated, and you're always self-sabotaging yourself. And if you think we are all losers, you are out of luck. You can't magically expect J.D. Vance or Elon to jump in to solve all of your problems.
I'm hitting them, but your aim is terrible. Are you even trying, Nikki? This isn't the United Nations. You can't just talk the rocks into breaking. At least you aren't embarrassing me there anymore. Now you're just stuck here in America to embarrass yourself. Move to Canada already. Just go.
Maybe if you'd stop hitting my character instead of the rocks, we'd be further ahead. We are obviously winning, but America happens to elect dementia-ridden fucks instead of inspiring, driven, and phenomenal women like myself, Carrie, Lake, and even Hillary.
Hold on a second, Nikki. Did I hear you right? Did you just say Hillary is inspiring? The same Hillary who lost to me and spent the last few decades blaming everyone but herself? You were inspired by that? Someone called JD. I might be sick. That glass ceiling isn't going to break for an ass like you.
Yes, I said it. And you know what? Maybe it's time someone calls you out for tearing down women who dare to achieve anything. Hillary may not be perfect, but she paved the way for people like me to get into politics. And 2016 was 9 years ago. Your dementia's getting bad. You should see a doctor.
Wow, Nikki. I didn't realize being inspired by someone like Hillary is such an accomplishment. What's next? Taking tips from Kamala on how to cackle your way through a crisis? And I took 2 physicality tests, and I aced them both. Perfect scores both times, believe me. And look, we won.
Well, this just got interesting. Thanks, Nikki. For the record, it's refreshing to see someone with a backbone stand up to him for once.
Don't get too excited, Hillary. I'm still not buying this women's empowerment love fest. Nikki just threw herself under the bus by putting you in the same league as Carrie Lake. Talk about delusional. Carrie Lake is an American patriot. You two are just America last losers.
Hey, Hillary, I have a backbone. I'm the one who rigged an entire election to get this fat fuck out of office. Oh, wait. Did I say that out loud? Fuck. Well, you know what? I don't feel bad anymore. Folks, put some respect on my name. My name isn't Sleepy Joe, Dark Brandon, for no reason.
Do you seriously want to go there, Joe? Yeah, I didn't think so, buddy.
Well, guess what, Hillary? I'm about to take down the winner of all winners, which is something Donald would probably call himself. I'm going to defeat Donald and I'm going to win this game. The win is going to be so massive, no one can doubt it this time, folks.
Joe, the last time you won anything is when the meteor struck the Earth and killed all the dinosaurs and you somehow managed to escape that disaster alive. I mean, it was almost as awful as your presidency, and that really says something. The fact they didn't eat you for dinner is literally one of the biggest disappointments I could imagine. I mean, you probably taste like hairballs and rotten flesh, but what else is there to say?
Nothing, just watch this banger. Would you look at that? Looks like I just got your star, Don. Tell the devil I said hi to wherever you are going. It's going to be a long trip down there. Hopefully you have a one-up mushroom.
This is rigged, totally rigged. The ropes were fake. They didn't show me the right one on purpose. Our characters could see the platform, so why couldn't we? Did you blind Wario or something? What the fuck did you do? Bribe him? Blind him? What was it? This was a fraud.
Come on, Don, you lost fair and square. Admit it. Come down to South Carolina and relax on the beach with me. I know DC has its storms. I promise you'll be treated like family. Just make sure you help with the cooking if you plan on bringing in your own buffet.
Yeah, Don. Joe just outsmarted you. Maybe you're the one who's sleepy after all. Should we start calling you Sleepy Donald?
Outsmarted me? The only reason he's still here is because he dodged the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. It's a miracle he's even standing. I bet when Jesus met this sleepy fuck, he was like, "I'm sorry, there is nothing I can do to fix you. Dear God, my beloved Father, keep this guy out of heaven. You don't want to spend all of eternity with this dude." And that's the story behind why we are stuck with this sleepy fuck. And good job losing all your orbs, everyone. Learn how to win, and legitimately too.
Keep talking, Don. 2 stars to your 1. Who's winning now? And I don't even need any orbs to beat you. I can do it in the boxing ring, but you're too much of a pussy to even challenge me to a match.
Yeah, I would knock you out in 1 hit. Even if I simply stepped on your toe, it would break your entire foot. Like half of your body called off today. Even your own bones and cells don't want to work for you. Challenging you to any kind of physical battle would put you in the grave.
This is priceless. Joe's leading and Donald can't handle it.
This game is rigged, totally unfair. I demand a recount.
Recount all you want, Don. It won't change the fact that you just got outplayed by Joe Biden in a kid's game.
Maybe next time you should focus more on the game and less on making excuses. And look at the scoreboard now. It's 3-1. Fuck it. I'm hoping Joe wins, so it'll humble you for a day or two.
This isn't over. I'll get that star back, and when I do, you'll all remember why I'm the best at everything. I'm already writing the first chapter of the art of my comeback. Just you wait. This game will go down in history. The Skywalker will return. And no, not that libtard Mark Hamill.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest Joe Biden hater in the room, but who would trust this guy with a gun when he wants to Han every semi-automatic or pistol known to man? This guy is going to get someone blown up.
Hey, I sieged the British with these old pals back in the day. Don't underestimate me. If I had it my way, they would be unbanned, but we can't have everything we want. If we did, you would see me sleeping in a pile of melted ice cream on the daily.
What are you even talking about, Joe? You think you're some time-traveling war hero now? Britain 500 years ago? This is gold. You trying to crack me up because you're actually putting up a good fight for once? Sleepy Brandon.
Joey, I think you've got your timelines a little scrambled. I still can't believe you served there. Didn't you say 500 years ago you were a homeless drunk in Ireland? This shit doesn't add up. You're making my head hurt.
Well, I don't give a fuck. Maybe you should read my book about it that I totally wrote completely by myself. My vocabulary might not be any stronger than a kindergartner's, but it's still a good read. And we did win, whether your head is really hurting or not. I have aspirin if you need some, Nikki.
I know where your hands have been. I'm not taking aspirin from a guy who doesn't wash his hands. Not because you don't want to, but you forgot how to do it like 20 years ago. Do you want me to give you a tutorial? If we can be bipartisan on anything, please.
No, I love my weekly dose of pink eye. It makes me look attractive as fuck. Brad Pitt would be jealous of my rocking bod.
I mean, I have to give him credit for even remembering who Brad Pitt is. He probably donates a ton to your party anyway, Joe. But that doesn't matter. I'm getting back into this game, and there is nothing you can fucking do about it.
I get where you are coming from, Nikki. That's why I try to stay the fuck away from Joe. The last time I touched him, I ended up getting the flu, explosive diarrhea, and I couldn't even speak for weeks. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I would sound like Joe. And who in their right mind wants to go through life sounding like that?
Counter proposal, you three can all shut up and watch my greatness. And leave Joe alone. If you keep trash talking him, he'll end up falling asleep again, and Kamala will come back. Now, can you just watch my comeback? If not, what are we even doing here?
It's honestly funny that you are literally so scared of her. But Hillary? I wouldn't be talking who knows where Bill, or should I say, who he puts his hands on.
And I was the reason why you entered politics. We have many similarities, Nikki. Your husband goes overseas, and in the meantime, you cheat on him with Ukrainian oligarchs. I hooked up with the Saudi prince during my campaign, and it was the best sex I ever had in my life.
I was asking for similarities, not differences. I hate to copy one of Joe's lines, but come on, man.
This is why we don't invite losers to our Discord calls. At least I've seen some action, and trust me, I never lie about it. Unless their name is Stormy Daniels or E. Jean Carroll, they are like D-tier women. I only look for the best when Melania runs out of steam.
First of all, your laugh sounds like a broken radio. And second of all, I just love how we are talking about this openly now. Is this what bipartisanship is now? I have a lot to say, but we'll be here all night if I started yapping about it.
Trust me, no one wants to hear your lack of, you know what, you have the mentality of a child. We shouldn't be talking about what mommies and daddies do around him. He did say he has the vocabulary of a kindergartner, so he has the mind of one too. Be age appropriate, Nimrata. Hillary. So, Joe, where's Barack been? He hasn't joined one of these gaming sessions in ages. Last time we saw him, he had a falling out with Michelle. Sorry, I mean Michael.
Oh, I got a message from him the other day. He said he's coming back real soon, said he's bringing his new lover. Let's just say he divorced Manchelle. Fuck! You're tripping me up, Donald. Michelle. God, fucking damn it.
New lover, huh? Well, Joe, don't leave us hanging. Who is it? Is it a man or a woman? What's their name?
Now, Don, I'm not one to spill personal details like that. Barack will let you know when he's ready.
Oh, come on, Joe. We're all friends here. Is it a man? It's a man, isn't it? Just say it. Is it Mike Tyson, Ric Flair, Tony Robbins?
Barack, personal life isn't for me to comment on. He just said he's happy, and that's all that matters. And in all likelihood, those men you mentioned would rather have you any day of the week.
You didn't deny it, Joe. That's suspicious. Just say it. Man or woman, people want to know. The ratings demand it. This is our channel on the line. If we are getting a fourth bro, I demand to know who it is.
Donald, can you let it go? It's really none of your business. Focus on playing the game, for goodness sake.
Joe, be serious. Obama probably went back to his homeland to visit family, and maybe he found a gay lover down there. I wouldn't rule it out. My stories are so amazing, they might become a real thing, so who knows what could happen.
Well, would you look at that? Here's something to think about. Donnie, I have 4 stars, baby. Guess I'm doing better than anyone expected. Maybe instead of imagining who Barack's lover is, Don, you should focus on beating me.
Oh, give me a break, Joe. You're just getting lucky. Everyone knows this game is rigged, just like the election.
Rigged, huh? I think you're just upset that Joe's outsmarting you in a game that takes strategy and luck.
Funny how Donald always calls it rigged when he's not winning. Sounds like a familiar playbook. Change it up a bit. After serving for you for 2 years, I can catch these things. I could be blind and deaf and know who I'm dealing with from a galaxy away.
4 stars doesn't mean anything, Joe. You know why? Because you're a one-hit wonder. You're peaking right now, and it's all downhill from here. Believe me, it'll be the awakening you need for the next 10 minutes before you pass out and fall somewhere stupid. And Nikki, you're relevant. Shut up.
Keep telling yourself that, Don. Meanwhile, I'll just keep collecting stars while you're too busy daydreaming about Barack's love life. If I'm a one-hit wonder, I'm Mr. Brightside or Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles. I have like infinite aura and riz. You have nothing, Don.
Hey, Joe, since you're so proud of your so-called infinite aura and riz, why don't you post a video about it on TikTok? Show the world what you've got. There are tons of little kids on there. They are like your favorite audience and content creators, knowing you.
TikTok. Don't think so, Don. I'm neutral about that whole thing. It's up to you to do whatever you want with that. I prefer Vine, MySpace, and AOL Instant Messenger. That's my kind of stuff right there.
Neutral, huh? Funny coming from the guy who once talked about banning it. What's the matter, Joe? Afraid Gen Z won't like your infinite aura videos? I'm sure you have a big crush on Harper Zilmer or Ryan's World or some shit, huh? Tell me, who's it gonna be?
Hey, Don, I don't need TikTok to get people's attention. I'm pretty sure they'd rather see me than you trying to dance or whatever it is you do on there. Did you get stung by too many bees or something? Everyone knows Ryan's World is big on YouTube, not TikTok. Get your facts straight, Jack.
Well, you better hope I don't stop the ban. TikTok's got the numbers, Joe. Huge numbers. Even I might keep it around. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a comeback there. Bigley, Charlie D'Amelio, and Kabi LeMay have nothing on me. It'll be perfect.
What did you just say? You might stop the ban? Are you serious right now? That app is a national security threat. China is stealing Americans' data through it. I think you landed on too many B spaces. They robbed you of your money, health, and brains. You are both so stupid.
Relax, Nikki. The TikTok CEO isn't even Chinese. He's from Singapore. Totally different thing. Don't be like Tom Rotten. Who am I to even explain this to you? You're the one who doesn't understand American history. Like how you think slavery isn't a thing.
I don't care where the CEO is from. The Chinese Communist Party is still behind it. You can't just brush off the risk like that, Donald. I get your pen pals with the Chinese president, but I don't want you to come whining to me when he stabs you in the back.
Oh, come on. You sound like a conspiracy theorist. TikTok's just a bunch of kids doing silly dances. What's the big deal? This is why I fired you to begin with. You don't know what you're talking about. I gave you the bird brain nickname for good reason.
The big deal is that they're harvesting data, tracking Americans, and potentially influencing our elections. It's not just some harmless app. Wake up. I had to ground my daughter after your little stooge, Vivek, exposed her for having that wacko shit.
Nikki's got a point, Donald. Data is power, and we don't know what they're doing with it. You should be taking this seriously.
Oh, sure, now you're both on the same team. Look, I know more about TikTok than anyone, believe me. If it's really a problem, I'll deal with it, okay? I get it. You two are like bread and butter. Just get a room already. I know where this is going.
Yeah, because your track record with dealing with problems is so stellar. If you don't act, you're basically handing Americans data to the CCP. My whole personality is getting American into foreign conflicts and wars. Don't attack me for following my script. I'm literally a discount Hillary.
Fine. Nikki, you keep your paranoia and I'll keep my winning strategy. Just focus on the game, all right? You're supposed to be hitting rocks, not hitting me with your conspiracy theories.
Bro, that minigame ended a long time ago. Did you take Joe's pills by accident? God damn. Also, I got a star too now, you idiot. I'm not gonna go down without a fight, and for the record, I'm gonna go ahead and take Joe's star now. This is going to be an easy duel.
Ain't no way, Nikki. You are forcing me to play my hand here. As much as I hate you, my hate for Joe exceeds that by a very wide margin. I am forced to endorse you for the first and only time my whole life, not because this will cement my win or anything. It totally isn't that.
Nikki, I already have this win in the bag. Any moment now, the little Einsteins will come to my rescue and you'll be eaten by the black hole. You'll basically turn into spaghetti.
Yeah, no, Joe. Your career is over. Say goodbye.
What the heck? That black hole had it out for me? This whole game is rigged.
Ha! Look at that, Sleepy Joe. Nikki finally did something right. I never thought I'd say this, but good job, Nikki. Do you want a cabinet position or ambassadorship? Act fast before you manage to piss me off. Maybe I'll hire you as my personal maid. Maybe I'll ship you off to China or Ukraine to work with your foreign husbands. It's all up to you.
Wow, Donald, did you just give me a compliment and a job? Are you feeling okay? It was just a few months ago you mixed me up for Nancy Pelosi and questioned if I was even born in this country. I have to say, I'm flattered.
Hey, credit where credit's due. You took a star from Joe, and that's worth celebrating. Welcome to the winning team. Well, temporarily at least. I have 3 stars now, and I have more coins than Broke Joe over there. And for the record, Sleepy, only I can say stuff is rigged. That's my line.
Temporary is right, Don. Don't get too comfortable up there. I'm coming for both of you.
Joe, you might as well pack it up. Your reign is over. Move to China with Nikki. You're a bigger fan of them than even Nikki is. Oh, and take Hunter with you. His next wife is probably somewhere in Beijing waiting for that pleb.
Donald, you are celebrating a little too early. Don't forget, there's still plenty of game left. And trust me, surprises always pop up when you least expect them.
Hillary, you became irrelevant like 5 turns ago when Bowser crushed you with his Indiana Jones-looking boulders and you lost all of your money. You have no stars, and you even booby-trapped the whole board, and it couldn't stop me. At least Joe and Nikki had a chance. You were out a long time ago. But you know what, before the game ends, I have to say? Nikki, I have to admit, you're not as bad at this as I thought. Sure, you're no Trump, but you've got some fight in you, I'll give you that. If you want to end your dying podcast and really become my maid, the job is yours.
Well, coming from you, I guess I'll take that as a compliment. You're not so bad yourself when you're not sabotaging your teammates in mini-games. And that podcast is staying up. I have lots of complaining to do, and my husband can only stay away for so long. I'll think about the job, though.
Oh, please. Let's not pretend this wasn't chaos from start to finish. My game went out the window the moment Bowser took every last coin I had. If anything, I deserve a medal for putting up with all of you. Not even the Medal of Freedom I got from Joe last week could account for all of the shit I was put through today.
Don't get too comfortable up there, Don. I've got my eye on one of those bonus stars, and when I get it, I'll be right back in the lead.
Yeah, sure, Joe, and maybe you'll take Greenland while you're at it. Face it, Sleepy Joe, this is my game to win. You're all just here for the entertainment, and forget about Greenland too, because that's mine too. All of the cities I build there will be full of Trump towers, hotels, and casinos. My second term will be historic.
Well, entertainment or not, I've got to wrap this up soon. I've got a campaign to prepare for. 2028 isn't that far away, you know. We got to rebuild America after you destroy it again.
Funny how you think there will be another election. You are adorable, Hillary.
Wait, what the fuck?
Just sit back and watch my victory. It'll be history-making. You'll see. And that is another win for the one and only president. Donald John Trump, bow before your president for life before I kick your ass in both Mario Party and real life.
Well, that was a colossal waste of time. I'll see you all in 2028, or maybe not.
You know, Donald, maybe you're not completely insufferable. Maybe you'll invite me to another game session sometime. I'd hate to become a Democrat and get on Joe's good side again to even talk to you again. Maybe you'll join me on the podcast sometime.
Maybe, but only because I think you have no friends, or at least that's my guess.
Hey, who told you that? I thought no one knew that.
You just did, Nikki. What a loser, but yeah, I'll think about it.
All right, let's not start round 2 now. Look, Don, I'll concede this one. You won fair and square, I guess. But next time, it's a whole different ball game. We'll keep playing this game until I beat you. Folks, this isn't over. You haven't seen the last of Joseph Robinette.
I have to stop you right there. Keep dreaming, Joe. Victory is my middle name. By the time the next video comes out, I'll be president and you'll be even worse. Then nothing. Make sure you like and subscribe on the way out and have a fantastic day.